really going to do it, aren't we?
Yes, Mitzi. You will finally get your closure. Maybe I will get mine too.
Did you take that map with you?
Yes.
We can always refer to it if we get lost.
I've lived in this building for many years. I won't get lost, Mitzi.
But it'd be a good idea to cross people off. Once we're sure it's not them, it might give us a clear picture of how far we've got. Right. Okay. Good luck, Mrs. A.
Mitzi. Are you sure you're feeling up to it? This recent incident, it must have been pretty tough for you.
No, I'm good. Never felt better, Mrs. A.
You now have the Mitzi icon in your inventory. Use Mitzi's ability to pick locks and ask for advice if you get stuck. Alright, so this starts Chapter 6, the penultimate chapter. And in regards to what happened at the end of the previous chapter, it's not exactly made clear. I've basically heard two possibilities about who that guy was supposed to be. Some people think that it was basically Susan's former lover, because he shows up with the flowers. And because the flashback where she mentions him is also in the same chapter. So you could speculate that that he basically, stewed and went mad over not being able to be with Susan, and eventually just kind of snapped and came here to exact some kind of vengeance. But there's a couple problems with that theory, I think. I mean, one is, even though it has been a while, she doesn't recognize him at all, at least does not appear to recognize him. I mean, maybe he's changed so much that she wouldn't, but still, that seems a bit unusual if that was actually one of her former lovers. And let's see, I lost my train of thought there. It doesn't quite sit right with me, I don't think. I mean, he never says anything, and he immediately kills Susan, and then, like I said, later, when he has a chance to, maybe he thought that he didn't quite kill her at first, he doesn't try again. He just lets her go, and then goes after Mitzi for some weird reason. I mean, maybe you could construe his motives to still kind of fit with that theory, but it just seems like it wouldn't hold a whole lot of water. So the other possibility I've heard, and this is certainly could be, is that parasite, so to speak, was just supposed to represent random acts of violence. While most acts of violence committed by people are against people who they know, some are committed completely randomly for no apparent reason. So maybe he was supposed to just represent that idea of a parasite not acting through getting to know people like Dr. X, or having some reason to come across them specifically, like the two cannibals, but just out of pure randomness. So, you can go with the theory you want. I don't think it's made particularly clear either way. I have a job to do. I can't let Mitzi down. Yes, so this whole chapter is pretty much going to take place outside the apartment now, but in the same building. So let's hunt around and see what we can do. First, let's have a look at the map. And this is the map we saw before. And by the way, I do like at the very beginning of the chapter how the Helen Road the sign was kind of faded, so it almost looked like it said Hell Road. Let's examine this door right across from us. Joe Davis lives here with his wife. I haven't seen them for a while, though. Maybe they've gone for a holiday? Let's have a listen. Susan puts her ear up to the door. I think I heard something. No, it was probably just my imagination. I guess we'll knock. I guess they're not in. That's great. I never liked them much. Can we open it? Locked. Mitzi, want to do your thing?
Can you unlock this door for us?
Let's see. Blimey. You don't see these very often. This is a very special lock. It would take someone much more skilled than me to open it.
Great. I thought you were an expert.
I am. But this lock is just beyond me. Why would anyone need one of these here? They must have something to hide.
Is there any other way we can get inside then?
Well, not unless we can find some plastic explosives or a pneumatic drill. Or a key.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's a key lying around here somewhere.
Well, what can I say, my friend? Let's try to think positive.
Besides, it's an adventure game. There could be a key just lying around somewhere. Well, that door is a no-show. So, why don't we just go to the ground floor and work our way up? I guess that's as best a plan as ever we're going to get here. Whoa. There's another person in the building for once. Let's see what's off to the left here. Oh, I guess I should also mention, because of the flashback in Chapter 5, we now know the major cause, apparently, of Susan's depression. Probably not the only one, but probably the most significant one. And this ends up making a lot of this symbolism up to this point pretty clear. The presence of flowers and why she doesn't like them. Why, when she saw herself crucified in the very first chapter, it was in that spare bedroom where her daughter died. Why she never goes into that bedroom anymore, and why in Chapter 3, when she did have to go in there, she got upset. So a lot more is made clear now. This guy is hiding here in the house. There's no reason to go outside. Okay. We'll check the mailboxes one more time. It's a communal mailbox. Holds all tenants' mail in separately locked compartments. Okay, still no mail for us. Flowers. Examine. Someone put freshly picked flowers in a vase to brighten up this grim-looking hall. They're like a bunch of roses on a long-forgotten grave.
Maybe one day you will forgive flowers, Mrs. A.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oops. People just breaking things all over this game.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push it.
Don't worry, Mrs. A. It could have happened to anyone.
I'll clean it in a minute, but please, be more careful in the future, yes?
You be more careful, nosy old witch.
Oh, come on, Susan, you're grumpy. Alright, but, well, let's see if maybe the vase was already cracked. Why else would it break as soon as I touched it? It could be, but now we can take a piece of the glass. Looks sharp. It is. It's sharp. I have to be careful. I've spilt enough of my own blood already. That's certainly true. It's like some advertisements for pizza delivery and stuff in the background. Cabinet. Looks heavy. I think it's meant to be a storage place for cleaning products, vases, and junk mail. Those who have lived in this house as long as me will know there's actually a door to the basement behind it. No one goes down there anymore. It's not safe, apparently. Search it. There's nothing useful inside, just piles and piles of leaflets. I could push the cabinet out of the way, but I don't really want to be seen. If only we could get rid of this old witch somehow. If she lives down here, this may be the woman who owns... Oh yeah, it actually says it. The dog lady, yeah. We don't know her name yet. Can't go... There's just a wall there. Again. I think I found that out last time, actually. Look at. She lives in flat 2 with that stinky mongrel of hers. I can't remember her real name. I've always called her the dog lady. Needless to say, we are not the best of friends, but we usually do our best not to show it. I guess, would the dog lady technically be her arch nemesis then?
Hello. You live on the first floor, am I right?
Yes, that's correct. Flat 2. And you're Susan Ashworth, I presume. I've been meaning to talk to you, actually.
Really? Is something wrong?
Well, it's those cats. I understand you're trying to do a good thing, but it's become unbearable lately. This can't be sanitary for people living here. And I'm sure it's not allowed by the council either.
Look, they're not my cats.
You're Susan Ashworth, the cat lady. We all know what you do. Everyone's sick of those cats, and I am too. Brian said he will get in touch with animal control if things don't improve.
He already did.
Really? Well, I certainly don't see any improvement on first floor. It's still completely overrun by these filthy creatures. He'll have to talk to them again.
I hear they've run out of business recently.
Then he'll have to find another one. This is just not good enough.
Are the cats bothering you?
Yes, they are, actually.
They usually stay outside anyway. I bet you hardly ever see them.
I see them all the time, actually. Ever since the Morrisons from Flat 1 moved out last month, your cats seem to reside permanently on my floor. And that sofa, my God! They're always gathered round it like it's their shrine. It was Morrison's responsibility to dispose of it, but they just left it there. And a whole load of other rubbish, too.
Okay, that's not my fault really, is it?
But you encourage cats to come here. You feed them. Everyone knows that. Every time I take William for a walk, he gets upset and tries to chase them away.
Did you say they sleep on the old sofa?
I didn't say they sleep. Have you not listened to me? I'm beginning to wonder if they ever sleep, actually. They just keep climbing up and down the wretched thing. They're noisy. They leave germs all over the place. They've scratched upholstery and the paintwork. And William keeps chasing them. He's so quick, I can't hold him most of the time. What if he runs off and gets lost? I'm telling you, we've never had such problems before you decided to bring here these homeless devils.
Who's William?
William is my dog, of course. He's 12 years old, you know. He shouldn't be running after cats at his age.
I have to go now. See you later.
Alright, so the local cats in the area seem to be interested in some couch up on the first floor. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's the couch. And there's still cats on it. Have a radiator. These radiators are some of the few remnants of the old days. Most have been taken off the walls. Those that are left haven't been working for years. Sofa. The cats seem attracted to it, but why? It's just an old sofa. The Morrisons left it here when they moved out. There are some scratches on it, and they look fresh. Has it been mended recently? Can we cut it with glass? can. What's in there?
Hey, look at this. Valerian root extract. Cats love it. It has the same effect on them as catnip. They go absolutely crazy for it.
You found it inside that sofa?
Yes. I wonder how it got there. Maybe the Morrisons wanted to leave a goodbye gift for that woman and her dog? Yes. Well, they would. I always thought they were reasonable people.
Oh, what a shame they moved out.
Someone wanted to really bother the dog lady, it seems. Valerian drops. It's heart medicine, but for some reason cats find it irresistible. I bet Morrison's left it there so cats would annoy their neighbor. It seems they weren't very fond of her. I'll have to keep that in mind. There's a note. From Flat 1. We apologize for cluttering the hall. The removal company has been called and they will collect the sofa and the chairs soon. We're sorry for the inconvenience, but we're sure you can put up with these few items for a bit longer. Just like we'd put up with your dog for all these years. Morrison's. Alright. Well, Morrison's family used to live here. They moved out a little while ago. Okay, so knock. I'm not expecting an answer, but you never know. No one home. Okay, as we would think. Listen. Only silence. Well, if there's any flat we could probably break into and not have anyone get on our case about it, it's probably this one. And it is locked, so let's have Mitzi take a crack at it.
Would you like to try your famous lock-picking skills on this lock here?
Let's see. A young child could open this lock with a piece of wire.
That's fantastic. Have you done it yet?
No, I can't work when you're looking over my shoulder. Do you mind?
No, sure. I'll just walk away for a minute and stare at the wall if that's what it takes to get this done.
Thanks.
Reminds me a bit of Wheatley from Portal 2. I can't do it while you're watching. Oh, this looks in no way creepy. We have a spanner. Examine. Never cared much for DIY, but now, as I find myself spying on my neighbors and breaking into flats, it might actually come in handy. And for those of us who are in the US, spanner is a wrench. Same thing. Oh look, there's a hole. And I believe that may actually go up to the room that had that fancy schmancy lock that Mitzi couldn't pick. This hole must have been made quite recently. It's Joe Davis's flat up there. What is he thinking digging holes in the floor? Right on the edge there's some black shiny object. I can't quite tell what it is from here, but it looks like some kind of statue. There's no way I can reach it, it's too high. If the table on the right wasn't damaged so badly, I could probably stand on it, but it's all rotten. I'd probably only fall and break my neck. I'll have to find some other way to get that statue from up there. Yep, table is rotten through. Window. This is the sunny side of the building. My side is always covered in dark. Or so it seems.
Clearly this place is empty. I reckon we can cross it off the list.
And so they did. I can sympathize with Susan
Today?
about the light.
What does depression feel like?
Well, it feels like all I want is to die, but I have to live.
That's funny. Most of the time I feel like I want to live, but I have to die.
A little bit of musing from the two of them there, looking out the window. As I was saying, I do sympathize with Susan because I have my windows face the north, and so they don't get a lot of sunlight either. They have a light socket? It's just an ordinary light socket. Okay. Who knows if it works or not? So we're going to need to find either something to extend our reach or something to stand on to get at that cat-like statue up there. See what's going on over here. Door. Examine. Grumpy old woman lives here with her ugly dog. I hate dogs. Yeah, Susan, we get it. Listen. Yeah, that sounds like a dog. See what happens if we knock. Yep, that's what I thought. Well, the dog's probably standing right at the door because, of course, the cats are right over there. So, let's see. What if we put this on the radiator so that the cats would crowd all around the door? If I spray the radiator with this extract, the cats will stay here for weeks. Perhaps I should pour it on something that I can later remove. Okay. I'll have to be on the lookout for that then. I guess we'll just go up another floor. Well, actually, no. We've been to that floor. That's Susan's and the locked ones. Let's go up 2 floors to the 3rd. Bicycle and crank. I believe this is Brian's room, also known as Mr. Grumpy. Yes, it's Brian's flat. He deserves to be taught a lesson. If it wasn't for him, I would never have gotten kidnapped by that crazy guy and his cannibal wife. Listen. You can hear someone walking inside. Brian's definitely in. We're gonna knock then? No, I don't want to talk to him. There must be some other way we can get inside and check if he's who we're looking for. I'd really like to teach him a lesson. Show him now I'm not someone he should be messing with. How funny would it be if the crank went missing? He probably wouldn't even notice until the very last minute, when he's all ready to leave for work, with no time to spare. Can't be done right hand. I need the right tool to remove it. Well, we do have a spanner. Let's see if that'll work.
That'll teach you not to mess with the cat lady.
Alright, we have the bicycle crank, also known as the pedals. So he's going to have a hard time getting his bike around now. Ah, I see a rag. It's been hung out here to dry a long time ago. Like how the command is borrow rag, not take rag. Examine. An old man lives here. I don't think it'll be long until he's taken into care. But right now he still seems independent enough to do his shopping and cleaning. Sometimes I see him in the hallway. Polite guy. He always says hello and smiles. Still, something is not quite right about him. Early stages of dementia, perhaps? Have a listen. I think I heard someone cough. He's home all right. Well, let's say hello then, if he's nice.
Would you like to talk to him?
Sure. I'll pretend I'm doing one of those customer surveys. Old people usually have time to answer lots of stupid questions.
They just want some attention, Mitzi.
Hello there, sir. If you could spare us just a few minutes of your time, we'd like to ask some questions about your internet service provider.
I'm not interested. I don't have any money. Go bother someone else.
Oh. But we're not trying to sell anything. It's just a little survey.
What? Wait a second. I can't hear what you're saying, sweetie. Let me get my hearing aid.
You think he'll be back with a shotgun?
Don't be silly. This isn't America.
Ooh, ouch.
I thought I heard someone. What did you want?
Do you own computer connected to the internet?
Say again?
Right. Okay. Do you...
I can't hear you very well, dear. You'll have to speak up. I'm an old man, you know. I'll be 85 this year.
Oh boy, this is going to be a long conversation.
Do you have a computer?
There's no need to shout. I've got my hearing aids. I can hear what you're saying.
Sorry.
A young, pretty lady like yourself wouldn't understand about old age. We live in two different worlds, dear. And if you're here to make fun of me, why won't you just go ahead and be done with it?
No, with all respect, I just wanted to ask if you by any chance own a computer.
Pardon?
A computer!
Wait a second, dear. I think I need to change the batteries in my hearing aid. I must have forgotten to switch them off last night. I'll be right back.
No, wait! Jesus. I don't think I've got enough patience for this, Mrs. A.
To be honest, the chances that he's our guy are pretty slim. I think we should go.
Yeah, this is pointless. Even if he did have a computer, he probably wouldn't even remember how to switch it on.
Unless he's not alone. You should ask him about that before we go.
Can I help you?
No, thanks, we're fine. Have you found some batteries?
What? I don't want to buy anything. I told you before, I'm not interested. I don't have any money. Go bother someone else.
Do you live alone?
When you're an old man like me, you end up watching all your friends and family die. I'll be 85 this year, but I can still cook my dinner, and I make my bed every morning, all by myself.
So, you do live alone then?
Look, young lady, I don't need any help. I've told them already. I can manage just fine. I can still cook my dinner, and I make my bed every morning, all by myself. And not that it's any of your business, but when I die, I'll die in my own home, in my own bed.
I'm honestly not trying to take that away from you. We're just here to ask about...
I will not have anyone washing me, or dressing me, or feeding me. I can manage. I've done it all my life, and it'll stay this way. I can still cook my bed, and I make my dinner every morning, all by myself.
Oh boy. He's repeating himself, and he's starting to get a bit mixed up here.
I didn't mean to pry. Please accept my apology.
No, it's me who should be sorry. I haven't even offered you ladies a cup of tea.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mary always liked her tea milky. She'd put the tea bag and the milk in first, and then finally she'd add hot water. I kept telling her it's the wrong way, but she never listened. She was always so stubborn, my Mary. I miss her every day.
I'm sorry for your loss. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. We'll go now.
I'll see you later, ladies.
Next time I'll do the talking, yeah?
He's tough. Wouldn't answer a single question. But he can't possibly be an internet whiz.
Yep, he's just a lonely old man. Let's cross him off the list.
Okay, that's 2 down. And 4 or 5 to go? Something like that. And we can make our way back down the first floor because I think we can find a use for that rag. So put the rag here. And now we'll put in the valerian extract.
Come on, guys. The party moved over here. Where are they?
This is A.
Wow, that was stealthy.
Well, aren't they quick? This dog is making quite a racket. Someone should complain to the owner, don't you think?
Definitely. She should put that broom down for a minute and sort a dog out.
Alright, let's do it.
Your dog is making horrible noise. Can't you do something?
It's probably because your wretched cat's upset him again. Poor William. I'd better check on him.
Oh boy.
William!
He's
Come
loose.
on, my little prince.
Are you sure the cat'll be alright?
Please. These cats can easily outrun some old mutt.
That's probably true.